Hello and welcome to the 50 Cent Tour of December 20th, 2012, and tomorrow's a big day, so hop on the Liberty Bus and let's see what's happening as a lead up to the end of the world or not. Just can't get past this gun thing this week as much as I try. Cops, detectives, FBI agents, U.S. soldiers tell Natural News they will not enforce gun confiscation orders. And it really just feels like the big threat here. I'm not that concerned about losing Second Amendment rights. It just feels like a lead up to some kind of a pressure for some kind of a civil war. This is the real story, I believe, and I had a list yesterday of issues with SSRIs, and here's another one that I believe is even more comprehensive, a very long list of school shootings, hostages, and not just in the U.S. There's Germany, France, Japan. So this really is a big problem, and this, in my mind, this really should be the issue, not guns, but SSRIs, which even when they don't lead to violence are terrible for people's health. You lose a certain percentage of IQ for every year that you take these things. It's not the same in everyone, but there is a story that John Rappaport wrote up when one of the last shootings, not the Connecticut shooting, about a girl who started taking SSRIs to get through a crisis in college, and she was extremely intelligent, and now she really is a barely functioning human being. So a very sad story when you consider everything that has been done by these drugs. Interestingly enough, Alex Jones is talking today about China demanding that Americans have their guns taken away. I'm not sure I buy it. So much of what we hear about China from people like Benjamin Fulford, they're very progressive. They want America to be America as a force of freedom in the world. And V for Vendetta airs in China, stunning TV viewers. And that's one of the films that a lot of Liberty people are huge fans of. So I don't know that I see China trying to put a lid on free peoples. And yesterday I had an article about Native Americans receiving their settlements, and this is more confirmation of that. Evidently this is very much the case, and they're stating in this article that the Native Americans need help knowing how to steward this kind of money. By mid-2013, $3 billion in individual and tribal trust fund settlements will come to Indian country. That's a significant chunk of change. God bless them and help them steward that money well. And since tomorrow is December 21st, I thought I would have some positive news to end on, because personally I do believe that it's important for us to not feed fears and go around afraid, whether or not it's the 21st of December and the end of the Mayan calendar or not. Every day it's very important to walk in love instead of fear, and fear and love they don't seem like opposites, but perfect love casts out all fear. So where there is love, there's not fear. So let's exchange fear for love, and that, I believe, invites the presence of the Holy Spirit, as opposed to all the negative emotions that invite the presence of little life-sucking demons. So, since this article was written on December 18th, can we assume that cosmic warfare ended yesterday? And this is an interesting article. It mentions the issue of Zionism and how Christians have been kind of stampeded off the cliff of peace into a desire and passion for warfare to defend Israel, which is kind of debatable whether any genuine descendants of Jacob even live there. But anyway, I won't get into all that because I said I wanted to emphasize peace and love. But this is a good article and generally a good blog. So I do hope that your day is filled with light and love. And thank you for listening to this She Who Will Walk in the Dark production. And don't be afraid. There's got to be a morning after. My bet is on the sun coming up tomorrow morning. In fact, the sun already came up on December 21st in Australia, I believe. So I haven't heard any news yet that the polar shift occurred in Australia. So fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride or not. So take care.